What is going on, football fans? It's your boy Lolo. I'm back here on another Tuesday with my Tuesday fantasy football. Uh, what are we calling it? Today we're calling it the debate because today, we're in an off week this week. So first of all, what's up to all the Stoop Crew members who are here? Good to see you guys already in the comments section. Bobby Two Scoops, Anders, and Ben Ireland. I saw you in there already. But we're here to talk about fantasy football coming up. It's been an international break this week, so it's tough to pick your fantasy team during an international break because you don't know who's going to get injured, who's playing what, who's playing where. And for example, a player like Rafinha, who may be playing in Brazil days before Leeds United's match this weekend. So we don't know if Rafinha is going to play or not. That's all up for debate. So that's why this is a very interesting week, and maybe Tuesday's a little bit early to be looking into this, but let's go ahead and do a look in on the Stoop Crew standings. Let me get to the bottom so I don't spoil it all for you, because we do have 34 people in the Stoop Crew Fantasy League. So here is the Stoop Crew Fantasy League. Let's make that a little bigger. There you go. So starting at the bottom, first off, we have No Nothing Soccer, and that's Mark McKenzie because he didn't join in until last week. So he's got 34 points. The next person he needs to catch is DWTT. I didn't even realize he joined the league. Good to see you, Gary. Don't waste the tweet. I was on with him last night on the Red Cannon podcast. So moving up there, let's see. We've got Rob Greenleaf. He's a Spurs fan way down there. Bob Retrovolt, I see you there. Anders, 27th, moving up the table. I like that. John C. moving down, Director John. All the way. Let's see. Mr. Tom in there. Soren, Jazz, moving up. Ben Ireland, 14th place. I remember not too long ago, Ben, you were all the way at the bottom. So it's very good to see that there you are, Ben. Good to see you, man. 14th place. Not bad. Scott Newby, good to see you as well. Where were you? I think you were down here. Weren't you, Scott? No, Scott. Scott is up here. So James Reeves moving up as well into 13th place. And here we go. Lolo's Locos. Here we are. I'm sitting at number 7th, jumped above John Lawler, finally. And there's Terry right there from Only Football Fans. He jumped up a spot too. So here we go, up to seeing the top of the league. And there is Scott. Sorry, Scott. I thought you were down below, but it looks like you were in a Champions League slot right now. Bobby Two Scoops sitting in number 5. Ben from Arizona in 3rd place. Limo 2nd. And Avia Blues continuing to hang on to that number 1 spot. But looks like Liam is only 8 points behind you, and Ben from Arizona is, I don't know what that is, 14 points behind him. So it's getting close up at the top, and looks like people are doing well. So let's go ahead and take a peek at the number 1 scorer of the week. If we look at all the game week scores, we're seeing a lot of 40s, even in the 30s, a couple in the 50s, and I think, if I remember correctly, I was shocked by this, but it was Paul H. Paul H. who had the highest scoring week. He had 60 points. So let's go ahead and take a peek at Paul H.'s team. Well done there, Paul. And it was because he was the only one crazy enough to captain Mo Salah against Manchester City. But hey, well done, Paul H. We were all too scared, and Salah just continues to tell us why he is the most informed player in the world right now. So let's go ahead and take a peek at mine. Someone from Sweden has 63. Did you? Where are you, Anders? 63. Oh my God. Sorry about that, Anders. You were totally right. I could have swore it was Paul H, but it was Anders. With the captain of Vardy, did you play any of your chips? No, you just got it on pure merit. Son had a day, Salah had a day, Vardy had a decent day, and then you have Timo Werner. You're crazy, Anders. Why are you starting Timo Werner? Oh, and Anders, I'm sorry. New rule. First person to comment has to buy the beers. And it is Tuesday, so you got in on a low beer day. But first comment does have to buy the beers. Well done there, Anders. 63 points. Let's take a peek in, as I like to do, a little peek in on my team and see how I did with 47 points. Not the best, but above average. You see, the average was 38. So 47. I had 2 transfers, and I transferred in Alonso, who had played every single minute of the Premier League up until this past week. And what happens? He's benched. So I end up with Soufal, who I had on the bench, who only got me 1 point. But then Diaz, with 0 points, killed me. My captain, Mikel Antonio, killed me as well. Had I captained Jimenez, Rafinha, Salah, Ben White, Martinez, anybody, had I captained Stuart Dallas, I would have done better than I did with Antonio. That being said, I would do it again. Antonio should have had a much better day against Brentford. It just wasn't his day. And Salah really incredibly should not have scored that goal. There was no way in hell he should have scored that goal. But Salah just proved how freaking talented he is. But this Raul Jimenez right here with 10, he got 2 assists, and they were 2 fantastic assists. But this is what I want to get into today. And I want to ask you guys, which wolf would we want? I like the alliteration there of the W. So which wolf would we want? Because right now you have your choice of Raul Jimenez or Hwang Chi-min. I forget the rest of his name, but Hwang. We call him Hwang. So Hwang is only 5'6", and he got those 2 goals that Raul Jimenez set up. Raul Jimenez is 7.5 million. So if you guys are looking to get somebody in right now, I mean, is this even a question? Because Raul Jimenez, you would think would get you more goals, but he just showed that he is able to assist Wang, and Wang showed his finishing. And Bobby, I know you're saying Jimenez is more nailed on at the moment. Yes, Jimenez is going to play every moment, but how on earth do you not start Wang as well? They had such a good partnership together. And Wang's finishing was immense. The assists were very good passes, but Wang still had work to do, and he buried them. So Ben Ireland seems to think Jimenez as well. But Scott says Hwang Ki-chan. I think that's his name, something like Hwang Ki-chen or something like that. But either way, I think you kind of got to be looking. You kind of got to be looking at these guys right now. They're both forwards. They're both in good form. They both have about the same amount of points, even though they've played about the same amount of time as well, with Jimenez being injured. No, I don't remember, but yeah, I mean, Jimenez has 26 and Wang has 24 for about 2 million less. I don't know. I think if Hwang would be a good option as a bench player as well, if you already have people up front, if you already want your Lukaku, your Ronaldo, your Vardys, things like that, put Hwang in there. Like, if we look at my team, I could replace Raul Jimenez with, sorry, I'm trying to show you guys the stream. I could replace Raul Jimenez and save a ton of money. He's 7.5 right now, and if I replaced him with Hwang, let's just see. Remove the player. Here we go. Select the replacement. Boom. Get him in there. And now what do I have? 2.9 million in the bank. I already had $1 million in, but so it's 1.9 saved, 2.9 million. That means next week I can go through and possibly get a better midfielder here. So it's something to think about. And exactly, Scott Newby. Ben says, sell Lukaku. I can get both. Scott Newby says, that extra 1.9 million is much better spent in midfield or on a Chelsea Man City defenders at the minute, I reckon. And I highly agree. That's why when we're talking about which wolf would we want, my money is on this guy right here because it's less money as well. So let's move on from there and let's go to this other one that I want to present to you guys. And that is, who would you rather have, Andros Townsend or this guy, Mbomo from Brentford? They're both in form right now, both midfielders. So I'm going to go ahead and check them out here. So if we go here, Townsend is here with 43 points. Mbomo is he's a striker, isn't he? He's an attacker. He's a forward. I mean, is he classified as a forward or he's just not on here? Let's see. Anyway, for 5.5 million versus 5.6 million. So right now, I just think Andros Townsend is he's in form right now, and yes, he doesn't have a ton of points, but he is scoring. He's taking the chances that he has, and to me, I just like the way he's playing. Mbomo. There he is, 5.5 with 27 points. So he has 27 points, Mbomo. And it looks like, he's got so he's a midfielder. So the clean sheets that Brentford has been able to get have helped. And he scored 2 goals, but he seems to be huge in the attack. Him and Ivan Toney have a really good relationship, and he's getting a part of the goals. Now we compare that with Townsend. Townsend with 43 points is coming from these 3 huge days that he had. Now he had an assist week 1. He's got 2 assists and 3 goals, a bunch of points. Listen, he's proving to be a big part of the attack, especially with Dominic Calvert-Lewin out and Richarlison out. So if you guys are looking for a cheaper midfielder, like for me, I'm getting a little tired of Stuart Dallas not doing anything for me and costing me the 5.5 that he costs, sitting on my bench. So this is somebody that I'd be looking at replacing, and these 2 guys are in form. So Townsend's fixtures are tough, I agree, and he is overachieving, and I do believe his numbers will drop off as well, Bobby. You're correct about that. But I feel like right now he's somebody who the ball, he's getting the rub of the green, if you know what I mean. And Scott says, I'd have neither, but I'd rather have Mbomo than Mars Attacks Head. That's funny. That's funny. Okay. Anyway, so let's look ahead to the match week ahead, and let's look at some of the changes that I'm going to make on my team. So right now, if you were looking at my team, what do you guys see right now that I would need to deal with? because I kind of feel like Marcus Alonso is going to start. I think my defense is fine. Diaz was 0. I mean, come on. He's going to get me points. It was just a weird week. So Martinez is playing Wolves. Foster at Liverpool. Yeah, I'm sticking with Martinez. Burnley, Brentford, Crystal Palace, Wolves. These could be clean sheets all the way across the back there. So I don't know. I think I'm sticking with that lineup back there. And then Rafinha possibly out. So I'm putting him on the bench over here. I have Benrahma, Salah, Dallas, Antonio, Jimenez, and Lukaku. Now Lukaku has a little flag on him. Muscle injuries, 75% chance of playing. I kind of feel that's part of this just don't play and just don't play for the international break sort of a thing. Tell him I'm injured. So he'll be back. I expect him to do good things against Brentford. I expect Salah to do good things against Watford. So my question to you guys, I've been looking to ship Benrahma out. I've been looking to ship Dallas out. And I've been looking to ship Soufal. So this week, is there anything here that makes it worth getting rid of these guys? Or do I do what Scott Newby is saying and roll my transfer over? Because I think I'm leaning towards either getting rid of Benrahma, switching Jimenez for Hwang, something like that. But is that all enough? Or is my team looking like they could have a good week? And I'm kind of feeling like the fixtures are leaning towards rolling that transfer over for me. Bobby says get rid of Alonso. He's a minutes risk. That was the whole reason I never got him in the first place. But then he had been in every single minute. I was absolutely shocked when he didn't start. But now, as soon as that happened, now he's a minutes risk. And I agree with you, he is. But if he does start, that's probably a clean sheet. And possibly an assist or a goal. So I'm not sure. So let me know what you guys think about that. And if anybody in the comment section wants me to take a look at your team, we can get everybody's opinions on your team as well for the coming week. Let me see. Let's get back to the league. So who do we have here? So Bobby 2 Scoops. Let's take a look at Bobby's. Bobby has. So you had a good day with Azpilicueta. See, Azpilicueta is who I should have got. Instead of Alonso. So for you, Bobby, what are you thinking about doing this week? Because this week, for you, yeah, this whole Soufal, Livramento, Trincao, Soufal has just been. Now you say Chilwell's going to eat up Alonso's minutes. Is Chilwell back in favor finally? It seems like they did a sort of a swap over the Champions League, over the midweek escapades. But yeah, I don't know about you, man. I don't know. Who do you have? Livramento, Simicas. Yeah, if Trent Alexander-Arnold is actually injured, Simicas might get another start as well. Oh, you've wildcarded. Interesting. So let's stop looking at yours then. I'd be interested to see. I should take a screen grab of that and then see who you change your team to. But either way, guys, let's see. So it's going to be a fun week. It's going to be a fun few days keeping track of. Oh, Ben, you want to see yours? It's going to be a good, fun week of seeing who gets injured in the international break and who doesn't. Who has to be quarantined and things like that. I heard that there's going to be a special caravan for Almiron, who's coming from South America. So I don't know if they're going to do something like that for Rafinha, or we'll see. let's take a look at Ben wants us to look at his team. So let's take a look at Ben's team. You have Melier, Creswell, Diaz, White, Van Dyke. So I think Ben White, Van Dyke, and Diaz could all have clean sheets this week. Cresswell, listen, I do like Cresswell, and he's been a big part of the attack for West Ham this season, but not a lot of points have come off of it. So, but I'm thinking he'll come good. You Leeds fans with Calvin Phillips in there, I'd get Calvin Phillips out of there. He's not going to offer you anything as far as points go. He's not an assist man. He's not a goal man. If it comes, it's going to be a shock. I think there's money well better spent there. And maybe Phillips popped on because Alonso didn't play. Maybe it was a replacement thing. Alan St. Maximin, Lukaku, Rafinha, all Tielemans, all should have got you more points, but it was a shitty week for most people, and Salah. So yeah, I don't know what I would do here, man, except getting rid of Phillips. I'd get rid of Phillips for sure. There's money better spent. But you look like, yeah, you could have a good week coming up with Lukaku at Brentford, Salah at Watford, Lukaku at Brentford. Your back line, you could have 4 clean sheets back there. I say that now as an Arsenal fan. But yeah, Calvin Phillips just, his goal and assist capability is just not there. If he gets it, it's going to be out of nowhere. So, Tielemans is out of form. Tielemans to me is one of these guys who you never know. Like 1 week he could pop up and have a key goal or a goal and an assist or something like that, but then most weeks nothing. So that's a rough. Tielemans, Calvin Phillips, those are your sketchy ones. But then again, Alonso should be in there if he's playing. And Edouard, who knows? Who knows with Edouard? I think maybe by the end of the season, Edouard will be a consistent pick. But somebody might need to get rid of Bissouma. Yeah, the naughty boy. I think Bissouma might be out for a little while. That news cycle is kind of slowed down, but either way. Anyways, boys, that's a check-in with you guys. I hope your team is doing better. And don't forget to go to onstoopwithlolo.com and go into the fantasy section, and we can talk all about that in the fantasy football section there. Ederson or Melier, choose one and buy a cheapie. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I didn't realize you had Ederson on the bench. Yeah, you should have a $4 million guy. He was consistent. For the first time, Tielemans got a dip. Let's see what happens. I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't have a good feeling about Tielemans for some reason. I just don't. I didn't even like when he got that goal against Chelsea, even though I was happy that Leicester won the cup. I thought he over celebrated, and it wasn't that great of a goal. Anyway, Najee will agree with me on that, but that's not a good. That's not always a good thing either. Either way, guys. Good. Okay, Mo Master, I'll take your word for it then. I'll take your word for it. But cheers, Lolo. My keeper choice have been good with those two. Yeah, I just think it's too much money, but if you're doing well with them, go for it. And you're picking the right ones, go for it. Picking the right ones on the right week, then go for it, Ben. All right, guys. Well, that's it for the fantasy check-in this week. Don't forget to go to onthestoopwithlolo.com, talk about everything. Let us know if you have any questions about or you want to get the Stoop Crew's opinion on should I put this guy in? Should I put this guy in? Oh, is Rafinha playing or not? We'll try to keep that updated and keep putting new info out there and bullshit and banter as well. So you guys have a good night, and we will see you Thursday for our weekend watch list. I believe we're going to be going live on Thursday for our weekend watch list. So keep an eye out in the notifications and it'll pop up letting you know what time that is going to be at due to our work schedules. But much love to you guys. Keep kicking ass in fantasy and keep kicking ass in real life. Peace from Brooklyn, y'all.